Hello. So I'll be conducting an experiment on smog formation. So I have my jar, I have my water, and of course I have my ice cube, my paper to light, and of course my matches, and my foil paper to use as the lid over my jar. The lid, the original lid for the jar is too thick, so I'm going to substitute using foil paper. Okay, so I'm going to add a small portion of warm water within the jar. Then I'm just going to twirl it around the jar so that all areas will be warmed. So next I will put the foil over the jar. Foil is used as a lid over the jar. So the warm water will create water vapor inside the jar. So this is simulating the moisture in the atmosphere. Now I'm going to add ice cube to the lid of the jar. So adding the ice cubes on the lid of the jar, this helps to cool the air inside the jar when I put it on it. So we're setting up the conditions now for the smog to be formed. So I'm just going to leave it there for a few seconds. So the jar is here with the ice cubes on the top. So as you can see, the water vapor inside, warm water inside is now rising, and the ice cubes are helping the air within inside the jar to cool. So what I'll do next is to get my paper lit. So I'm going to take this off for a minute. Take off the lid with the ice cube for a minute. Then I'm going to get my paper lit. So here's my paper. I'm going to get it lit. And then I'm going to drop it inside of the jar. Place back the foil paper that is used as a lid. And then I am going to put back my ice cube on top of the lid and let it stays there. So the paper inside of the jar, represent the small particles, and this is a simulation of the pollution particles in the atmosphere. As you can see, the paper is inside and it's now forming this smog. So the warm air will rise and cool when it hits the lid, causing the water vapor to condense around the smoke particles inside of the jar. And this is creating, as you can see, a cloud inside the jar. and this is simulating the smog. It is not as thick, but as you can see, the cloudiness within the jar. So there you have it, my experiment on smog formation. Thank you.